Welcome to another episode of Boss Talk presented by Inspired by True Events Network. I have a special guest here, right out of New York. I'm gonna let him introduce himself, what he got going on.
Yo, it's Rocky, y'all. Shop Money, co-CEO of Trapfloor, the music group, law student, entrepreneur, all of those things.
What made you get involved with Trap Floor?
So I knew the main two artists that we have, Camo and Trapfloor Guap. I knew them for a while. I've been knew for them to be talented, but you can't get involved like with your friends with stuff like that. You know what I mean? Until like you see that they're serious on their own. So once they was doing, everything that they need to be doing by themselves, I've been believed in them. So I'm like, yeah, let me get behind this. You know what I mean? So I could give them the support that they need.
That's super honorable because some people could see something in somebody and be like, oh, like it's cool. I could do the same thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? And like try to block their shine or progression.
That's a
So that's
fact.
awesome hating shit. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
people
saying?
do that to
And
us.
that's
People
real
that
honorable.
are
That's real
involved.
honorable, bro. I really want to
Appreciate
tell you that. Um, why is it so important to have a manager as an artist?
There's a couple reasons, man. One of the main reasons I would say though is that as an artist, you want to be able to focus on the craft, especially once we get to certain levels. It becomes extremely overwhelming if you have to do everything that a manager does on your own. You know what I mean? So it's important that you get somebody involved that you trust to take over those things for you so you could work just on the art.
I think. Do you think it's a lot of missing managers in like the artists coming up now?
I think so. I think there's a lot of artists out there that could be really successful if they had the right management. And the thing about that too is like, luckily we just worked out to where like we're friends, but we also work well together as a company, as a business. A lot of the times it won't be like that. My recommendation is really to step outside of your network to find a manager. Just like I would tell other managers to find artists who are already working and already doing things on their own, the same goes for artists looking for managers. They need to find people who are already managing or doing something similar that lets you know they have the capacity to be able to take you seriously.
Definitely, it's not. I've been seeing a lot of artists is like they have a lot of yes men around them. You know, nobody who like, yo, like we should be doing this. We should at all.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So when you came in, did you see shit like, nah, like we gotta change this. We gotta change this up a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, our visions really align with each other well. But there's the great thing about our relationship is that I feel free to say, like, listen, yo, I think we should change this. And they listen to me just like I would give them that same respect. If they really stood behind something and didn't want to change it, I would give them that same respect. Hey, you know, we're there's obviously tiers, but we're all leaders in this. So there has to be like, I'm gonna let you as a leader make that decision, and I'm just gonna follow your footprint. You see what I'm saying? As a good follower and a good leader, I'm just gonna follow your footprints, and we'll just deal with the consequences together. So when it comes to making decisions, you know what I mean? Like it's important that I listen to them and they listen to me. But what you said about Yes Men is big because especially when you're doing music, you hear a lot of people. I hear a lot of people put out songs, and I'm like, yo, who the fuck let him put this song out? You know what I mean? Or like, who let him say that? You gotta, as a rapper or artist, like you gotta have people around you that's gonna be like, nah, bro, that shit is whack. You know what I mean? Do that again, and you gotta be able to listen to it.
Definitely, definitely. So you said you in law school. What you going? Just regular, like you going just to become a lawyer or like a
Yeah.
different type of lawyer?
So I'm in law school just to become a lawyer, but I already know what I want to do. I'm gonna be a entertainment lawyer, but I'm also gonna do business for large corporations. I'm gonna do sports. I'll be a sports agent as well. So I know y'all do a lot of athletes. Make sure you plug me in. So I'll
Definitely.
be a sports agent for like the NBA, NFL, and I'm trying to get into FIFA too. And then I also want to do marijuana legislation as well because that's going to be a big thing in the next couple of years.
That's definitely gonna be huge. In the next like 5 years. That's about to blow.
I want some of that money.
What is the value of an entertainment lawyer?
So the entertainment lawyer, first and foremost, they look over all the contracts. So before you even see something, the entertainment lawyer is going through things, chopping stuff out because, just naturally as people, but especially as corporations, we try to get over on people all the time. So it's important that before an artist or a producer, before you do anything with anybody, you tell them you want to see it in paper and you give it to your entertainment lawyer. That's why it's good to have entertainment lawyers on retainer. You know what I'm saying? But even outside of like music and copyrights and stuff like that, it's important that sports people involved in sports that they have these entertainment lawyers as well because those are the people that are going to be looking over their contracts. Uh, Luckily for anybody that's with me, I'll be an agent and a lawyer. But a lot of times, even if you're a sports, if you play sports and you have an agent, you need a lawyer sometimes too, even to look over the contracts with your agent.
Because I know when we got into media, that's when the first time I heard of an entertainment lawyer. And I
Mm-hmm.
know there's a lot of people out here that never heard of it. They
Yep.
think lawyers is all the same. You know what I'm saying? So can you speak more about like an entertainment lawyer and like as a whole? Like why do you think that resource is so scarce in the community?
I would say because this is the entertainment community, no matter what you do, sports, media, or music, it this this community is built off of the big major firms trying to take advantage of the the artists, the creators. You know what I mean? Like it's just exploitation. That's how this works, and it works. Some people don't care because they get to get famous and make a little money too and do what they love, and I respect that. But when you walk into this, like Jay Z, Dave Dash, and Biggs did, right, where they knew they wanted to be their own record label, you got to have people that you could hire, that you pay with your dollars, that you trust to look over everything that you do. Because I promise you, those big networks that you're paying with, before they reach out to you, they're talking to their in-house lawyers that they pay. You know what I'm saying? So like a lot of times people in this industry are very trusting because you're like, listen, I just want to change my life, bro. If you offer me an opportunity, I don't care what this paper say, I'm signing it. And then you see a lot of people like the Megan Thee Stallion deal that went bad. Um, Little Dirk was stuck in a bad contract. Little Uzi was stuck in a bad contract. And you see these, it could change. You could get so close to what you've been working for, and because you made little thirsty decisions like not having an entertainment lawyer look over something, your whole dream could be snatched away from you.
How how can I say this? Like if do you think it's like a confidence thing or like a self-worth thing that people don't understand? Like I worth this much, but if I sign that deal, like I'm like signing my life away. Do you think it should be like counselors or mentors that these artists should have prior to them like signing a deal or reaching out to a big house? You know what I'm saying? Like a network or something.
For sure, for sure. That's the importance of a team. You know what I'm saying? Like how big's your label, right? They had a team. So this way, whatever decisions we make, bro, like we deal with the consequences together, but we all add input on whether or not we should take this deal or not. Because I think really the biggest thing is that it happens in steps, right? Firstly, you you're let's say producers are probably the best way to show proof of this because producers get fucked over all the time. They put things on YouTube, people use their beats and get famous and they don't see money from it, stuff like that. But like if I'm a producer and I'm making 30 beats a day and you come buy a beat off me for $400, I don't want to go pay uh an entertainment lawyer probably the whole $400 just to look at this contract because I don't know if anything is ever gonna come out of it. You see what I'm saying? So a lot has to do with like the way you structure your business so that you understand that having a lawyer look at this should be a priority. So it needs to be factored into my prices, and my prices need to reflect my work and my confidence so that I can afford to do what I have to do to make sure all of this stuff is looked over properly. If I don't believe in myself enough, I'm not gonna go pay that $400, or producer agreements are really like $1,500 from a lawyer. I'm not paying $1,500 for a producer agreement for one song if I don't think I'm ever gonna be famous. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Like 1,500, I go get some man.
what I'm saying? 1,500, that studio time we were starving artists.
For real.
So,
You
and that's why the industry is so good at exploiting people, because creatives, just from the beginning of time, creatives have been broke, intelligent, artsy motherfuckers that are just looking for a big break. And if you come offer me that big break, I'm jumping on it. I don't know. I think we're just now getting into like the realm of people knowing their worth and knowing what could come out of this. And they're starting to become smart, saying, hey, I want to stay independent, stuff like that. Well, guess what? If you want to stay independent, that means everything that the record label would do for you have to do for yourself. So that means that you need to start hiring lawyers to look at stuff. You need to get a good manager to be able to handle the business side, because there's no way you could do all of that and still create.
fact. Like I've been seeing people with big ass entourages, like artists. What do you believe? Like you should at least like if you bring your homies together, they should at least learn how to do something, like pick up a camera or something like that. How do you feel about that?
I totally agree with you, bro. And I think it's even deeper than that, right? For example, myself, I would have invested in my friends anyway, just because I believed in what they were doing, right? They asked me to come on as their manager and co-CEO. So I stepped up to that plate. But now with me becoming a lawyer, I have an entourage where I have a very big entourage of a bunch of entertainers, from like music to people who all play sports. And these are just people that I know, grew up with, or connected with in different ways. But now we all add value in some way, shape, or form. And even if you cannot provide value, right? Like maybe you just can't learn how to use a camera. Maybe you don't have the time or the craving to go to school to study business or to study law, things that can help out, right? Well, how else can I help out? There's the part of adding money, right? I don't care if I'm not a part of it, my name isn't on it or anything. If my friend is a good musician and I believe in him and he needs money for studio time, I add in that little money. You see what I'm saying? If I got 100 to put in, 200, even $1,000, you invest in the people that you love and that you believe in, so that you guys could build something together. Instead of me just trying to be around you while all of this is popping, and I supported you because I shared your shit on Facebook, and now you get famous and I'm expecting for you to bring me with you.
Right. I think that's the biggest problem because it's like if you dick riding, like you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying, like yo, you just around, you're not even putting nothing in the
not
pocket.
doing nothing. Right.
Like yeah, and somebody would be mad. You'd be like, yo, can't you go to the store real quick. Oh fuck
Right. Like you sending them to the store. That's a fact. But bro, you ain't doing shit. You sit here not doing nothing.
yeah, like and people gotta understand, like yo, everybody play a part. Like with this network, we're inspired by true events, bro. Like we all on the same playing field. Like it's whatever. Like whatever we gotta do, we rocking out together, no matter what. Like we a team, and I feel like I got the best team in the world. Like we really do. You know what I'm saying? It's something tough come on, bro. We calling it, yo, what's up? Like what you want? Why you ain't doing this? Why you ain't doing that? Like we
Right.
really check each other. And I feel like it's not like a check-in. It's like, yo, you just have to do this. It's like helping people, like educating us each other. And I feel like when somebody, like, let's say you check one of your boys, right, in your entourage, they could probably feel offended, like, what the fuck? Like, you tripping, bro. But in your mind, it's like, yo, no, bro, I'm just trying to help you. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And I feel like people gotta get out of that mindset. I was in that mindset. Like last night, I had to say sorry to one of the co-founders. I'm like, bro, like you said something, and I cut it short right there. Like I deaded it like too early, and I'm apologize for that. I'm being a man about it. You know what I'm saying? And everybody looked at me like, dang, the fuck.
Right. That's big. And
I'm like,
that's leading by example, because now you showing everybody else around you that, like, listen, if you fuck something up, it's a right to tell you that somebody else was right.
for real. And I feel like in business, we have to put the pride and ego to the side. It's whatever is best for the business, bro. At the end of the day, you know what I'm
Somebody I really look up to told me that ego is a poor man's currency.
saying? Damn, that's
Right?
deep.
You ain't gonna make no money with all that ego.
That's for sure. Cause like, and people think, oh, I'm popping. Anybody was to support me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
do you see like people you know like personally not support? And like, what do you do when you feel that? Like, do you get mad?
I did. I used to, right? But I really just started like just moving accordingly, right? So I'll tell uh my two artists, like, listen, bro, anybody who is not supporting or not, and I'm not again, I just want to continue to put in the forefront that I'm not talking about sharing on Facebook and Instagram. That shit is not. It could be support to other people. To me, it's not enough. You know what I mean? Because another big point in having a strong entourage, right, is the fact that from the beginning of time, especially if you do music, but anything, right, especially music, media, stuff like that, where you need people to see you, one of the biggest ways to get famous is to have a strong street team, right? To have those people that are outside. Back in the day, it used to be CDs. People would hang up flyers and shit like that, right? Yeah, we best of friends, but bro, I need you to go hang up these 50 flyers while I'm in the studio. So stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? So like when I notice stuff like that, my main thing is to just tell people like, listen, we don't want him around us, bro. Like we going into the studio, we going to shoot a video, he can't come. Point blank, you're not doing nothing. I don't want just you feel me. You don't just want people hanging around. Now you want to chill with us. Why? Because it look good on social media, or because
Right.
you know we gonna have girls at the studio. That's why you want to be around. I don't need that. You know what I mean? I need people who are providing.
For real, fuck, I need another dick in the studio.
Exactly, exactly. We got bitches coming. Why do I need another man to be here?
No, that, and I feel like people then, like, let's say, for example, you tell me that, like, yo, like, y'all on some nut shit, like, you know what I'm saying? And then that goes start a whole other situation, like, oh, they was on some weird shit, like, I'm cool, and we have to stop that, like, we gotta stop that narrative of like, I don't know about you, this is how I feel, like, when we started this, bro, I was coming at everybody like, oh man, you don't fuck with me for real, stop hitting me up, bro, like, don't hit.
Facts.
I was on that type, like, bro, like you go DM me your music, but bro, I have a whole network. Like
Right.
I have a whole clothing line, bro, that nobody show love to. And then you want me to, I'm like, now niggas gotta start paying me. And now I look like the bad guy because I want to get paid for you forcing me to support you. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you not supporting me. And like I don't understand how people just can't support, bro. It's the easiest thing in the world, bro.
It's
Like,
weird, bro. It's weird to me. I don't get it either. Especially like anybody who knows me, bro. Like I've been supporting people that I didn't know from the jump, right? Like I just run across your stuff and I know you from one of the towns that I be in or something, or you friends with somebody that I know. I'm supporting your shit off rip. Feel me? I used to do lifestyle influencing, like and modeling and stuff like that. I throw people songs on my videos that I never even met just off the strength because I want to see other people do good. You see what I'm saying? And if I could do whatever I was gonna do anyway and somehow implement a way to support you, I'm gonna do that.
and, and I feel like people are not grateful. Like, bro, why you like stop with the arrogant shit? Like,
Right.
for real, I think a lot of us are arrogant and entitled. Like, bro, I'm not like you're not entitled to nothing
For
up
sure.
here. Like,
For
you know what I'm
sure.
saying? Like, we try to create an entire network, like entire network, bro. And if you can't see that, like, bro,
Mm-hmm.
nobody did it that looks like us, bro. Like
Right.
from the mud, bro. Everybody else got backing. We ain't doing nothing. We coming out of our pockets with it, like, you know what I'm saying? We grabbing these 2500, 25, 2400 cameras. Like nobody doing that. No big businessman supporting us, sponsoring us. And when we see people like y'all, like Trapfloor, bro, like when Lawrence brought it up to us, we was like, yeah, put them on. Y'all came on What Inspires You. I'm like, yeah, bro, I gotta get the manager because it's a lot of people out here that think like or like try to look down on the manager, like, oh, I don't need no manager.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So when he told me like, yo, he a manager too, and he going to law school. I'm like, oh no, he gotta share some info with these young boys out here. Like,
Yeah, bro. I think the biggest thing, man, the biggest thing that I appreciate about being involved with Trap Floor is the authenticity. You feel me? So like you said, bro, like people could tell just by being around us and talking to us that anything that you hear about us or behind us is probably true because we have like personalities that just radiate too much authenticity. You see what I'm saying? So that's why like when we do interviews, shit like that, like hey, y'all was our first interview as a group. You see what I'm saying? But like you could tell from the jump. You know what I mean? Like you liked us from the jump just because everything that we're coming to you from with is authentic. We just like you guys, we're putting all our money into this. You see $2,000, $3,000 videos, that's coming from me and Guap as the CEOs of Trapfloor. We putting that money up. You see what I'm saying? So like everything, I like to really compare us to. You'll hear me talk about Jay, Dame, and Biggs a lot because everything, every dollar that we put into this, we risked our life and bust our ass for. You see what I'm saying? And now we putting it into this because we really believe in something. So that's why like that's one of the main messages that we really just want people to know about us is that like when you see this, this is not nothing was given to us, nothing was nobody supported us or helped us. This is all literally from the mud.
And y'all not forcing it. Like you can tell when somebody forces like a circle to be around them. You know what I'm saying? And when I like Lawrence showed me a few videos, I'm like, bro, they fuck with each other for real. Like
Heavy,
if,
heavy.
if
That's
you
my
see all of us, like you can see Club 157 podcast, and you see like, yo, like these niggas, they know they have a lot like history. Like, you know
right.
what I'm saying? Because bro, we know each other for like 6 years. Probably, yeah, damn, probably 6 years. And like, bro, we never lost that connection. Like, you know what I'm saying? And
Right.
we came, and you know, everybody be like, oh, don't go in business with your friends. Bro, this is the first time I ever been in business with anybody else except for me by myself. Right? You know what I'm saying? And they the ones who push me. We push each other every day. I don't know if Trap Floor does it. Like I know, like if y'all really that authentic, y'all have to push each other
Facts.
to to improve every time y'all get around each other, right?
That's a fact. That's a fact. I it's crazy that you said that. I just went to my man's guap crib the other day and we was talking about something else. He went in his closet and he grabbed a book from me. Like he grabbed a book and was like, "Yo, you read this?" And it was the Malcolm X autobiography. And he was like, "Yeah, you can have it, bro. I'm reading one right now." Stuff
See
like that. So he went and bought himself a book and cop one for me too.
that is dope. Like I interviewed realtor in Texas. He got his own book now called Fear. Is Forget Everything and Reset. Right? He sent me a personal one. I jumped into a giveaway and got it. He writing it out to the whole network, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's dope.
stuff like that. Like the people don't understand how powerful reading a book is, bro.
Oh yeah, facts. That changed my life, bro. Anything you see me do now, or the person that you see me be now, bro, is all of that shit came from reading. I read one book, and I always been a big reader, but like in my beginning years, I was always into like fiction and stuff like that. I think the first book I ever really read when I was like 18 was Rich Dad Poor Dad, and then right after that, I read the 15 Laws of Growth by John Maxwell. And that book literally changed my life. And then right after that, I read Rich Dad Poor Dad. And from that day on, I was a
So I
different
ain't
person.
gonna hold you. The first time I read like an entire book was freshman year, and I read The Alchemist.
That's a
That
fire
book,
book too.
bro,
A
that
fire
book
book,
so
heavy.
hard. I'm like, yo, he went through all this.
Right. Yeah,
I'm
bro.
like, yeah, that
Book
patience is
is heavy.
big with me. Like, and sometimes I get anxiety because I want things too fast. Like, you
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? Like, I know this is gonna blow, but I don't know when, and that shit gives me anxiety. Like, this
Right.
it has to hurry up. I know you be feeling like you be in the studio and you hear them rapping, like, yo, I know this shit gonna blow, but I just don't know when. And
Right.
that shit probably runs through your mind, like, yo, why we not there yet?
That's a
Like,
fact, bro. I'm
something
telling
missing.
you, like, especially when you hit certain milestones. Like we got a song right now with almost 100K. You know, my boys is doing 10, 15K on average for listening for song plays. And you just think like, damn, bro, like why is nobody fucking with us yet? This is ridiculous that we don't have the following that we need to have. But I
No,
ain't gonna lie, man. Like you said, bro, patience is just huge. And that's it. It's just about faith. You know what I mean? Like even us, bro, we get to some points where it's like, damn, bro, I'm tired of spending money on this. I'm tired of doing this. I'm tired of doing that. But that shit lasts all of 5 minutes. Because when you believe in something so strong, bro, you just know
bro.
it has no choice but to pop.
No, it has that. Lawrence
Right.
taught me that. Lawrence, because we started this as a podcast, like legit podcast, bro. Like we get on Zoom and just talk crazy. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
then we stopped. Nobody like the schedules wasn't correlating. And Lawrence went and did the sports, and he was like, "Bro, we can't stop this. We can't let this die." And once he told me that, I'm like, "Yo, why did I stop? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
why I lost that faith or that love for it?" And
Hmm.
now I'll be up to 4 in the morning researching something. Like, and people don't understand research is the biggest thing you could possibly do on a daily day.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And damn, my bad. Um, with when you since becoming in the music industry, what did you see that you was like, yo, like nobody taught me, nobody gave me advice for this?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things, but I will say one thing. I do have an older cousin that's in the music industry as well. He works with Reezy Renegade, the producer. They have like a label, and he taught me a lot, bro. He'll give me a lot of games. Sometimes like he'll learn something, he'll text me in the middle of the night and just be like, "Yo, I just learned this." He'll send me shit like industry shit that they keep within themselves. You know what I'm saying? So like, there's a lot of things that like I didn't know about that he put me onto. But even beyond that, like I would say one of the biggest things that I learned about the music industry, bro, is that people like artists, like real artists, they don't pay each other for features. And I didn't know that. But it makes all the sense in the world, right? They probably used to back in the day, but I know like the group of artists that we listen to now, they work with people that they have chemistry with or they have relationships with already. You see what I'm saying? And so like what that does for them is that they vibe and bond better on the song. You know what I mean? And then they're not like worried about clearing features and all of that shit that because they're doing this song off the strength. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of the songs that we like that probably have more than one person on it, that feature wasn't paid for. That feature was just, yo, send me a hook or send me a verse. You know what I mean? So I think the importance about that is that like this is why a lot of times I bring a lot of artists that fuck with me together. And there's been songs where like people that I fuck with that have songs with people who do 100K on views on average, and they got that feature for free. People who charge 5K for a feature gave somebody else a feature off the strength of me for the free. You see what I'm saying? So like I noticed that for up and coming artists, what people need to start doing is because they're so thirsty to get the money that as soon as they get popping a little bit, they want to charge people for features. Oh, I'm in the studio. Somebody who want a feature, send me 1,000 to my cash app right now. Whatever, whatever. And I think what they're doing, man, is really like one watering down their craft. Because you're giving people work that you really don't even care for. This person just paid for it, so you know you had to get that verse done, type of deal. And then you're also it doesn't it takes away the strategy of being able to like target certain people, right? Like I'll tell my guys to do a song with somebody who's from somewhere totally else that has a whole nother following just because I know the type of attention that it's gonna bring. And you can't do that when people are like beasting for features or beasting for that feature money. You know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta prioritize those relationships.
People don't understand like the demographics. Like you said, yo, go have a feature with this person to touch that fan base.
Right.
And when we do our interviews, we touch fan bases that we don't know like at all, that never heard of us, that
Right.
wouldn't even look at me if we walking down a block. Like wouldn't like, what he do? Like, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? So people gotta understand that on like on Instagram, I see a lot of people like, yo, 500, 1,200 for a feature. Bro, I have more followers than you, bro.
Facts.
Like, I understand followers not everything, but bro, when it comes down to audiences, that
Yeah,
shit
true.
matters.
That's true.
Like,
That's
you got
true.
1,200 followers, bro, talking about a stat, bro, for a
Yeah,
feature.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's a
And you
fact.
not that good, my nigga. Like,
Exactly, bro. Because and that's why people shortchange themselves because they be so focused on making that little money. So now, if they have a little song that goes popping local or whatever, now only local artists know you. So you're doing a bunch of local features just to get that money, $1,000, $1,000, $1,000 here, and it's not helping you grow your fan base at all. Where you could do a feature for free for somebody that's from the West Coast somewhere, and it might change your life because the amount of people from a whole different coast that starts listening to your music will be enough to make a label start looking at you. You know what I mean?
what do you say about those people that, like, let's say, I'm like, I'm a church boy, in the crib. never jumped off the porch,
Mhm.
right? Come into the music and start rapping like Chicago niggas or something like that.
I mean, bro, that's multi-tiered. One, everything that's done in the dark comes to the light. You can only fool people for so long. You see what I'm saying? You look at the 6ix9ine situation. You look at the situation with boy that made Whoopty CJ. You know what I mean? Like you can only pretend to be somebody for so long till it comes out. But at the same time, I'm not mad, right? Because I understand that that is a way to get rich. So I'm not mad at nobody for doing what they have to do. You see what I'm saying? To get where they need to go. But at the end of the day, um, be willing to deal with the consequences that comes from portraying a life that you're not part of because
Right.
they come around. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, this is the entertainment industry. We need people like that. And a lot of times you might make music that resonates with the streets so much that it could help somebody from the streets, even though you ain't go through none of that shit that you put on the track. And it's not about you, you know what I mean? It's about the art that you're putting out. So that's cool. But at the end of the day, the main takeaway from that is to be ready for what comes with portraying a life that you're not really a part of.
What do you want Trapfloor Legacy to be?
Um, I want firstly, I want our legacy to be. Um, I want to show people one that you could come from the most treacherous of backgrounds, and I'm not even talking about like just being from the hood. I'm talking about like having it hard in general. And you could take all of that and turn it into whatever you want, right? Manifestation. You could make your dreams come true um, without it being as difficult as you really think it is. Really, all it takes is consistency and actually wanting it. So, uh, my biggest thing, bro, is about people who come from where we come from. You know what I mean? Or like I said, maybe they don't come from where we come from, but they understand it because of whatever they went through. To know that your situation and where you come from doesn't define who you have to be. You know what I mean? And I mean that even in the sense of people who are in the streets. You know what I mean? Because that's largely where our background comes from. Um, there, it doesn't take away from who you are in the streets to want a better life for yourself, to be putting yourself in position to do certain things, and it's okay to protect those things that you work hard for, no matter where you come from.
And that's not sucker shit to want
That's
more than
not
what you
sucker
got.
shit, right? That's real shit.
It's a lot of people who think like, oh, that's sucker shit. Like, bro, I gotta be on this block. Like, bro, you don't have to do shit. Like, people don't understand. Like, bro, you your own man.
Right.
You know what I'm
That's what I be telling, bro. I be telling my young boys all the time, like, I don't understand what this infatuation with dying is. You know what I'm saying, bro? It's so much. Like, why do you want to die or kill somebody so bad? It's so much life out there, bro. I've been around the world. I could tell you, it's so many pretty women out there. It's so that I love you because of you, a young nigga from Brooklyn or from Philly or wherever. They'll love you just because. You see what I'm saying? You're
I
swag.
didn't even know. I didn't even know we Philly niggas had an accent until I went to Florida. And they were like, "What's that accent?"
Exactly.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Like,
Accent?
there's so many women out there, so
You know
much
what I'm saying?
money out there, so much life out there,
And
bro.
people like I stay out of Philly because I know Philly is not good for me. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And people like, oh, like come back, come back. I'm like, bro, I'm not risking my life. Like
Yeah,
I have a kid and I'm trying to be here for him. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I
you
go
got
to
a
Philly,
life, bro. And I
like
think that's the biggest thing, bro, is that, and that's another part of our legacy, right? Is that people need to know that there is life out there. I want you to see me. I want you to see a young nigga from the hood be living in big houses, and you see what I'm saying? Like, and I want you to know that I did it uh without compromising who I was. So you could do the same shit, bro. You could literally take yourself off the block and go live in the Poconos or wherever. You know what I'm saying? So that's
for
very
sure.
important.
What do you want your legacy to be though? That's Trapfor's legacy. What you
Right?
want, Shine Money? What you want your legacy to be?
I mean, first and foremost, I want to be known as a great father. That's a fact. I want to be known as a great man. You know what I mean? I want to be known as a as a great black man, somebody who turned his water into wine. I want to be known as a nigga that um, again didn't compromise myself when I was trying to become who I was. Um, Bro, I could go on and on about my legacy, bro. There's a lot to it, but I think the biggest thing is that I just want to leave an impact. I want to leave an impact on the young men that were in the same situation that I was in. That's looking at me like, damn, son, I know him. Like I used to live right here while he was outside. Like I know him, and look what he did with his life.